You're listening to the Open Books Podcast.
Your next chapter starts now.
Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is she the one?
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the Open Books Podcast. It's been a little minute. How do we even start this? Just kidding. We're really excited to be here.
Yeah, but it really has been a long time.
I know. I'm like, how do I start this?
Whenever it's been a long time, we always start by saying, it's been a long time.
We have to state the obvious. There's no other way to start it.
And like, we just have to state like the elephant in the room. Like we've been consistent with every Friday, and then life happened.
Yeah, but let's talk about that.
What have we been doing?
The event.
The event
Was just so perfect.
Yes.
And magical, but it did take a lot of
Time and energy. Yeah, it really did. And that's why we were inconsistent the last 2 weeks, because there were so many things to plan. We just simply didn't have time to come sit and record, because on top of things to plan, like we have first month of school, which is so crazy for teachers and mothers alike.
I have so much respect for working moms in general.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about any line of work. Mm-hmm. How do you do it? It seems illegal.
Like, yeah.
It should be, if I were president.
We should talk about things we would do if we were president. But let me hear, what would you do for the
Can we
working
do
mothers?
an episode?
Yeah, we
if
should.
I were president, our campaign.
That's a perfect.
We could come on here
It's a perfect episode
and just
title.
like give our split,
Here's our
our
campaign.
spiel. If I were president, women could make their own maternity leave
Yes. Lasts forever.
with full pay, full benefits, and full job security.
Yes.
But
That's
simply,
it.
it's just not the times we live in.
It's just simply not. But in other countries, it is. And that's what's just really sick about the whole thing.
It does. It makes me ill.
So speaking of two things to like relate to this. At the event, I met this like wonderful woman who was telling me about like she's like such a hardworking mom, and she told me that she only had 6 weeks of maternity leave and like how difficult it was. But she was very
Bless her.
lucky. I know. She said she was very lucky that she had a mother-in-law. It was either her mom or her mother-in-law who kept the baby, and it just got me thinking. It's just not right.
It's not right.
So if we were president, that is one thing we would implement immediately.
Women need time to bond with their babies. It becomes your whole life.
Yeah, it does.
It becomes your whole entire existence. So the fact that, you're trying.
Get back to work,
you're trying,
bitch.
yeah.
Back to school for me used to be like setting up a classroom, but like your middle school students don't really need as much as little kids
Littles,
do. So
yeah.
I have a kindergartner now. That supply list was insane. Matt took it to
Yeah, I don't
Target.
even know that life
Crazy.
yet.
Well,
I don't
this
know
was
that
like-
life yet.
Yeah, but you will. This was the first time because like in pre-K it wasn't as much, and last year he went to a school that they didn't need school supplies, so it's like it was a fee that was included. This year though, they sent like a list, and it was like Matt called me. He's like, I'm stressed. He's like, I need a number two pencil, black, sharpened with a 75 point eraser, and it has to be like tissues that are only 42 by 36 inches. Like, it's crazy, and you can't be the mom that doesn't like have the right school supplies.
Especially coming from being a former teacher. Like,
Exactly.
and they're
how
how
asking for a
used
reason.
school supplies are. Yeah.
They're exactly. But as a teacher,
But it is so funny being so specific.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But like as a teacher, you're out of pencils and pens by week 1.
I think I talked about this on another episode, like, I've just been so emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I was feeling months ago emotional, that was nothing.
It was a blip.
Compared to now,
It's so crazy. It's crazy how emotional you are when you're pregnant.
I had no idea. I had no idea. And there really is no source. I guess just like hormones.
It's hormones.
But
It's things out of your control. Like you genuinely can't help it.
and that's what
But
it
it feels
feels
frustrating.
like. Yes, like I know I'm not crying for a real reason. Like Josh was like, "What's wrong?"
I don't know.
That's a wonderful question because I feel like a crazy person right now because
I can't
I
stop
can't
crying.
control it.
don't understand until you know, and you can always like, oh, I get it, like you're so tired, but until you are 32 weeks pregnant and like your feet are swollen, your hormones are crazy. I remember when I was super pregnant the first time that I really wanted waffle fries. Like it's all I could think about, and Matt made them for me and he dropped them on the way, and they had like dog hair all over them, and I was beside myself. Like it just hurt my feelings so much. And it was the moment had passed. Like he's gonna make me more. I didn't want him. It was too late. Like I don't bother.
Now I can actually say,
Yeah,
I get that.
get that. Made me cry too.
I bought a pair of maternity jeans. They're just from Amazon because I was like, I'm not gonna spend a ton of money on these. Like I have a month and a half left. Mm-hmm. That's crazy sounding.
That's insane.
Insane. But
Wait,
I bought
a
them
month and a half.
to be like cute fall girly.
Yeah.
And you know, they whoever they is say, order your pre-pregnancy size because you got the big band.
Right.
So I did. And I was so humbled because I could not get them over my thighs.
Did you cry in the process?
I was distraught for hours.
Well, the first thing that I was completely shocked by was breastfeeding right after birth, or like a couple hours later. It triggers a hormone within your body that tells your uterus to go back to its normal size. So you have contractions when you breastfeed. It's like it's the baby telling your body you're not pregnant anymore, and to tell your body to go back to normal because your uterus has been so stretched out. So all of a sudden I'm trying to breastfeed and he finally latched or whatever, and the milk, it's like when the milk gets like released. Mm-hmm. And I started having this insanely painful contraction. I'm like, what's happening? Like I thought
You were still in the hospital?
I was still in the hospital, and they had to tell me, they told me, oh, you're gonna get contractions again when you breastfeed because your uterus is contracting and going back.
First time I'm hearing this.
Yeah, so
First time I'm hearing this.
You won't be shocked when it happens because it's going to happen. Then I've done like a bunch of research into it. I'm like, oh, that is something. So if you're listening and that happened to you, like you're not alone, because I was crying. It hurt so bad. But the event
was so fabulous, and just everyone coming out, and the people that read the book, even if you didn't read the book, like the support. I don't even know how to put the support into words.
I know,
but like it feels like the biggest warm hug. That's the best way to put it. Like, it just makes me smile when I think about it.
7 o'clock hit, like when it started, people were rolling in that I didn't recognize.
Yes.
That I didn't know. And like me and you just decided to be courageous, and we were like, let's go
up
like,
to people.
Talk to people. So we were like, did you read the book? And we met people that came because they saw our post.
Yep.
People told us that they came because they found the podcast. They came because they read
Just
the book.
so exciting.
So cool.
And we actually had discussions with people we've never met before about the book.
Nothing made me happier.
Biggest twist, who was your favorite character?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like if we envisioned
like a dream night.
A dream night. That was it.
No, it made me so, like, we are so passionate about, like, and just so nerdy, and we have been our, like, whole lives, especially, like, in our friendship. Like, that's how we really connected about, like, books. So when I was creating, like, the little quote cards for the book.
Yes.
And, like, different themes of the book, and I got cookies made that were themes of the book. It was, like, so exciting and so fun for me. And then to see other, like-minded adults, like, appreciate it.
It was
the
the best.
lady who brought her baseball.
Obsessed.
I love her.
I think I've talked about her every day since the event.
Me too,
like, where is she and what is she doing now? I hope you're listening because
Yes.
just obsessed with you.
Yes, and the woman that she came with, so nice. Like, they were so excited to talk
Everyone
about the
was
book.
so nice.
But also, like, shout out to people who didn't read the book but came to support and just, like, hang out. Because you can do
mingle.
that.
It was
Yeah.
truly like a book mixer.
Right, you didn't have to read the book to
Did
come.
not have to read the book.
Just come and hang out. Enjoy cute green cocktail.
Cute cocktails. Makes me want to talk about the mocktail debacle.
I think you should tell the mocktail story.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell this story just because I feel like it's worth telling.
I do too.
So we
really do.
carefully curated a drink menu, specialty drinks that went with the book,
Right.
collaboration, you know, with everyone that was a part of it. Well, we had a open books mocktail.
As we should. You're literally pregnant.
It only makes sense. Well, of course, when you get a mocktail now, especially because I feel like they're gaining popularity,
Right.
you're not getting it like just a regular ass cup. They're putting it in like a cool glass, like you would get a cocktail.
That's the point. So you feel like you're having
Yeah,
a
you're
nice
still
fancy
included.
drink.
Hello.
It's mocktail inclusion.
It's included. Like I felt included.
Right.
I got to go to the bar and get a drink that
And
I
it was
could
a
have.
beautiful, like green color, just like
Matched
our
the book.
Right.
Matched my dress. So whatever. I'm drinking the mocktail, walking around with it. And this man told our photographer, like, did you get me in the back of that picture looking at that pregnant lady drinking her drink?
Okay, sir. And then she
Drinking a
said he left.
margarita. Drinking a margarita.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's definitely a mocktail.
Right.
And he was like, sure it is. Like, do you really think?
He's like, sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan, you're not
Sure,
drinking
you're
while
not
in your
drunk.
third trimester.
But does someone really think that you would walk around with a margarita?
And a
Visibly pregnant?
visibly pregnant. I'm just going to drink me a little drink, something to take the edge off.
He definitely was not there for us.
No.
He was a
No.
rando.
No.
Rude.
It was rude. It's like
32
that
weeks pregnant
man
with a margarita.
probably like had me on his Snapchat. Like, look at this pregnant bitch.
For sure. He's like, look at this trashy asshole. Like, she's knocked up.
Why don't you just
Disgusting.
light up a cigarette, bitch?
She's like, ew, she had sex. And now she's drinking a margarita. Disgusting. We know that a lot of people were keeping up with Love Island, as were we.
As were we. We
were
were-
extremely immersed.
I think borderline obsessed. Like,
It
it
was
might have been
unhealthy.
unhealthy. Yeah.
Well, do you remember after you were like, maybe we should take a little break from reality TV because we got a little too into it?
It was all we talked about.
Yeah. I couldn't like think of
I couldn't
do
let it
anything else.
go. I
I got called out a couple times by Matt, and he was right. He was like, "You need to chill."
Yeah.
Like, I was just eating up every piece of content possible,
and
and it was fun.
And I do feel like we were starting to plan and prioritize our lives around
No, we really were.
watching this show.
We really were. But so was the rest
It
of the
took the world by storm. It did.
And it's always fun to be a part of something like that.
I do. It is. It is fun to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. However,
Let's
I'm
get into
so
it.
glad it's over.
Yeah, I am too. I was very underwhelmed with the reunion.
It sucked.
Yeah, I really did. It was so hyped up.
I want my hour and a half back, or
Mm. I want
an
my brain
hour.
cell back.
I want it back because it just
Yeah.
was not. There were so many ways in which this could have gone.
So many other points to bring up.
Yeah, and it felt chaotic. It felt like there was no structure to the questions. I was disappointed. I even was kind of disappointed in Ariana.
Yeah, I was too. I don't think that she she did carry the show and was a great host. I think in this case, like
You talking
And
about the show in
the
general?
show in general, yes.
How
I
did
think
you
she did
feel
a great
about her
job.
as a host? Oh, I agree.
Yes.
How do you feel about her as a host of a reunion?
No, I don't think she did great.
And it was her first one. Like,
Yeah.
that's scary. That's a big deal. Not saying I could have done a better job.
And it's probably very terrifying. And you have so much pressure.
Exactly. I think with being a reunion host, you also have to be a mediator. So when shit was kind of like pow, 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 and I'm sure we're going to jump into specifics,
Yeah.
but this just proves
Yeah.
this point. When shit was like going off with Kendall and Nicole, and everyone was just like saying their piece, I just kept saying, Ariana, please say something.
Yeah.
Please stop this conversation, ask a follow-up question, bring it back to the point. Because now,
That's my biggest pet peeve about reunions in general is when it's nothing but everyone screaming at once. So
At
everyone's
once.
talking at one time and no one can get their point across.
it's like good TV for 20 seconds.
Well, and
Past
especially
that,
this conversation in general with Kendall and Nicole, it should have been stopped. Like this should have
should have
been
never
a
been
private conversation.
It should have never been a thing. Why in the world
Was it
was
wrong?
that given a platform?
or aired? Like if it was like I was shocked that they aired it.
Me too.
And so let's just get into it.
Okay.
So here, okay, we'll just kind of maybe go off my notes because as I was watching it, I was writing notes, so I guess it kind of follows the format of the show.
Yeah.
So the first thing I have is that Nicole and Kendall's conversation.
Yes.
I'll just give like a brief summary of the conversation. So at this point, I feel like we could talk about Kendall's video because it is such a thing now.
And it's everywhere again.
And I feel bad even talking about it because it is so serious.
It is.
And so the fact that it was aired like this and it's still being talked about is so sad.
It's being talked about like he cheated or something.
I know. I have like strong feelings about this.
It's so wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
I'm so glad we agree because we haven't talked about our feelings.
That is a private matter.
Yes. So Kendall and Nicole got together in the villa. And they seemed like decently solid. Like I wasn't 100% sold on them. Were you?
No.
No. I really wasn't either. But I was like, they might last a little bit. They might date for a little while. But as soon as they got out, I think even before they got their phones back, Kendall had a very, very private and intimate video be leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And in the video, it's more than just like a sex video.
Yeah. Too
personal. No one should ever be
Exactly.
exposed
Thank
like
you.
that. Like, no matter what anybody's thoughts are on the video, having something that personal exposed to the entire world is so like damaging and traumatic, and like people literally like
He won't
take
be
their
the
lives.
same. He will never be the same because of this.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she chose the reunion to finally talk about it and her feelings about it,
Yeah,
I think says a lot about her.
I do
And
too.
I get it. Here's my thing. I'm just going to say how I feel about it.
yes, please.
I think she was embarrassed
I think so too.
that it was leaked.
And she got the ick from it. I think she didn't.
Yes.
She was like, oh, I don't.
That's a valid feeling. Sure. But you're not the victim. And
At
she was
all.
playing victim. In my opinion, she was playing victim.
Oh, she was. I think she made the entire thing about herself. I think that what happened to Kendall was so like life altering. It could be so life altering, and who knows how he handled it and how he felt. Like people have taken their lives over something like this, of a video like that being exposed.
Yep.
And so her coming on the reunion and being like, first of all, even mentioning the video, you could tell he did not want to talk about it. As soon as she said the video, he had a full-on panic attack. Like he
You
couldn't
could
breathe.
see it. You could see it. It was like all the color drained from his face.
Yes, he could not breathe. And she still continued to say that she's upset because, what was she even upset about? He lied to her about when the video was.
Yes. I don't
It
even
doesn't
want to
make any
go into
sense.
detail
Yeah.
about all that. But
She
yeah,
was
he
upset.
lied about essentially when he sent it and who he sent it
And
to.
who he sent it to.
And guess what? I don't blame him for lying.
I don't either. Who knows how you would react?
I don't blame him for lying.
I don't think he's wrong for lying at all.
I don't.
I don't think that she's right for thinking that
Also,
she's owed like
An
the truth
explanation.
right away. Right?
Yes. He didn't even know her
Exactly.
when he made that video. And I just want to know kind of like your thoughts about it. I know it's like to each, and I'm not trying to like promote this and say like it's a norm, but it is 2024.
Right. It's not
like,
that serious.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that weird?
No, it's not.
Like, I'm not trying to say like do that.
Right.
But I'm also just, I guess my point is like the fact that people are leaking this is just so
It's crazy.
lame to me.
It's
like,
so lame.
why? Obviously,
People do all
I don't know.
kinds.
Did you get paid for it? Like,
That's what I wonder.
I have like the top 3 comments from one of their clips
Ooh,
of
okay,
people
let me
talking
see.
about it. But you know what I wanted to say before that? I think this is just like a good lesson
Yeah.
for everyone that like you really can't just send stuff to whoever.
Anybody, Joe
yeah,
Blow, you can't.
Like,
Even
really
somebody you
can't-
trust.
If you like, you think you trust people, and then shit like this happens. So
Exactly.
like your digital footprint. I don't know what you want to call it on that realm, but like
I would call that a digital footprint.
I feel so bad for him because I think in that moment, like you're not thinking about, oh, the entire world's gonna see this,
You would never.
but it's such a good lesson. Like,
You can't. And
be
also,
careful.
also, even if it's not, even if the person didn't maliciously send it, someone could go into their phone. You could pop off and get like super popular, and someone goes, "I know you've had a conversation with her. Let me like sneak their phone and send
yes,
this to myself
and
or
it's
something
so
like that."
awful because
I
like
can't
you're
imagine how
ruining
that
someone's
feels.
life.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you were saying, Vile Files had her on. I did listen to some of it.
Okay.
So wrong.
Like for me.
Poor me.
And why is it
I
her story
can't
to
believe
tell?
it's not
Kendall has not spoken out about what
at
happened
all.
to him.
And she is
She's
and
talking
Nick,
about it.
they're openly talking about his nudes. Like they're
my God.
talking about it. And Nick's like, did you see the video? And I'm like, y'all are just airing this.
And if they
You're
didn't see the
airing
video,
this.
now you're pulling people to go and look for the video.
If Kendall's working on his mental health, but then sees this posted
Right.
today,
Right.
No.
And he's going to see it.
he's going to see it. So the top comments that were posted, someone said, I don't think you should release this. She's sharing another person's tragedy as if it was her own. We shouldn't be talking about Kendall's story unless he wants to. This is how people kill themselves.
I feel the same exact way.
Makes me
That gave me chills because
It
it's
makes me
so
sick.
true. Yeah. How
someone-
was she not thinking of that? Why? It's not her story to tell.
like, if you thought this going on this podcast and sharing this story was going to redeem you in any type of way,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. That's what we were saying in our Love Island group text too. It's
Yeah.
like, I think she's acting like she's getting sympathy or she's going, like people are going to agree with her. And it's
No.
No.
This should not be published. It's Kendall's story to share, not hers. I think Nick should be ashamed. He really tried to get Nicole to out Kendall multiple times.
Yeah.
Like if he's gay or not, when you interviewed him, you should have asked then, but you waited until you interviewed Nicole to bash this man and try to drag him out the closet. This is just sad.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Yeah, it
Because I
is.
forgot Kendall went on.
He went on after that video had been released, and they didn't ask
didn't
him
ask
about
him
it. They
anything
didn't
about
talk
it.
to him about it, but they're letting someone else come on the podcast. That's so upsetting. I actually was starting to enjoy Nick's podcast, and I won't.
I won't
support
listen.
it anymore
Yeah, I'm not
because,
listening.
No, I didn't hear that part of the podcast, but I've heard people, I've saw people say that a lot of it was like, insinuating that Kendall was gay because he had that video, and it's like that's not their place
Again,
to talk about
exactly.
that at all. This is like
Let this man
severe.
process
This
his own life.
Poor Kendall, I feel so bad for him. And Nicole posted that he broke up with her. Good. He
Okay.
probably was like,
He-
you literally are making this 10 times worse. I mean, why would I want to be with you?
I don't.
I think the lighting didn't do the girls like many favors. I feel like Kaylor is trying to imitate Ariana's like look after Scandal.
I could see that. Yeah, like coming back like a baddie.
Yeah, like a very big baddie. I really don't like Kaylor's extensions, and this is just me being nitpicky. Like I have literally no room to talk. I
Yeah.
have like dead end hair.
I was saying my extensions are literally showing right now and falling out my head.
So don't
So
think that. But I mean, this is what these people sign up for. Like we can all talk about it.
yeah,
I think that.
no one really blew me away though, as far as like dresses and.
No, me either. I really like Serena's new hair.
Oh my gosh, I was just about to say that. She looked beautiful.
I really liked her hair, and I really liked how she held herself.
Yeah.
Not so much some of the other girls. Okay, another thing I have was the Andrea thing. So this is like what I wrote when I'm feeling it. She's a weird girl, Andrea. She is a weird girl. I still feel the same way. I feel like her TikToks were weird.
Gives a little pick me.
She gives a little pick me. She's looked better. I didn't love the dress. I did start to kind of feel bad for her in a way.
When they started going in,
They did, and it's like they sit there and talk about like, oh, don't bully people, don't egg on to the social media hate. Granted, Andrea did start it. Like she did go on after Son and call Leah two-faced, and
She did.
She did.
She
so
did start some
she makes
shit.
it hard to like feel bad for her.
yeah.
I mostly felt bad for her because it's like, okay, she did kind of go through something traumatic. Like she was in the villa for 4 days. Her and Rob were like completely obsessed with each other. She was kicked out. The world hated her. Like
Yeah.
she did kind of go through something dramatic.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, well, fuck you, shut up. So I was like,
I don't know. Andrea, I always have to remember, like, these are real people.
I know.
Like, we talk, y'all, we know. We're talking about, like, their characters in a movie. Like,
Exactly.
I know these are real people. But, again, you sign up for
they
it.
go to the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
they go on the show.
I just was never really a fan. I think I liked her a lot.
In the very beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, but she was kind of giving Mean Girl, though.
She was. And then her behavior after, like, it was bizarre.
Yeah, it
So
was.
we can't take that away.
But again, who knows what these people are going through? Like, I
Exactly.
feel like they all, except for like PBGs,
Mm-hmm.
are like spiraling.
Yeah.
Like, did you see Sierra, Daniela?
Casa Girls.
Most of them like went on their stories and were like, mental health, suicide hotline, this is the number to call. Like, they're not okay.
They're not. The the girls of Love Island are not okay.
No.
Especially the Costa girls.
Costa girls are not okay. And Leah, even in her interview with Call Her Daddy, said that like she had to visit psych.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they have-
multiple times. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like going on the show. You're in this high stress environment. You have no family to confide in. You're
You
like
can't
forced
leave
to
this
make
place for
connections.
weeks.
Yeah, you can't leave. You're forced to like have only have emotional connections.
They
So-
said they are stuck outside all day. Like, I can't go inside and take a nap. I
Dude,
can't imagine.
That's so true. And then you have to be in full glam multiple times a day.
Yes.
Like during the day, you're in full glam. You go inside,
In a
take a shower.
bikini all day.
Oh my god! And then like you're only having emotional conversations. That's the whole point of the show. So you're
So
dredging up your
draining.
traumas all the time. You're talking about love and the things you've been through. So like I can imagine the trauma.
Yeah.
And, like that's what makes people make crazy decisions because they're in these environments and like that's what makes
Yep.
TV. You're right though. Like all the girls besides PPG, even they have their own things.
Yeah.
Like are going through it, and that's because if you're not the favorite. Like I can't imagine the
You're
hate that
shit
you
on.
get.
Yep.
You're
You are
on.
actually shat on my shoe.
Literally. All the one scene of the Costa girls in the dressing room crying just took me up. They got the Pizza Hut boxes behind them and like, we just deserve better. It's like, girl.
Like, who's our sponsor?
Yeah. It's like them eating bites of Pizza Hut.
I imagine they were like, who did we barely show? Nigel, Cassie, get on the couch and eat a slice of pizza.
Go make do.
Where's Hakeem?
Get to work. Hakeem says 2 words.
There were so many people that didn't say a word the entire thing.
Miguel? Why didn't Miguel?
Miguel didn't talk. I
Who
wanted
do we
more from
want to see?
Hannah.
Miguel. Like, yeah, Hannah didn't talk. Hannah was there long enough that she should have talked more.
There were like so many. Even Cordell barely spoke words.
Have you seen the videos of Cordell literally sleeping?
Sleeping.
He's
I'm like,
hilarious.
that is so relatable.
He might be my favorite. Like he's just so in his own world. He don't give a fuck. He's like
He got his
"No."
Cheez-Its endorsement.
Yes, he did, and he did take up for Kendall at one point when Nicole was like, "And you're just making people think that we're not together." He's like, "All right, now I'm gonna just have to step in." He's like, "He loves you, man." I love
I like
Cordell.
a lot.
Okay, next thing I have is one more thing I wrote about. Andrea said. Also, we have no idea how we would react if we were in Andrea's shoes, spiraling. I would be pissed if I lost Rob too. She fumbled so bad. Like she could have probably had him when he got out if she acted like half
A
normal.
normal person.
He would have wanted to hang out with her. You know,
She
like
made
explore.
herself seem so cringy.
She made herself seem insane. Is Rob a good kisser?
Yes.
Like, that's crazy. I said Leah slays with such little makeup every time. Like she literally
God.
wears no makeup. And
And she looks so good.
So good. I wish Miguel would have talked more. It definitely seems like he just kind of let Leah take the lead. He's like,
He didn't say anything.
unless he just didn't show it.
Maybe.
Miguel is like one of the finest people I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's really grown on me. Remember, I was like, he does not do it for me.
Yes. He grew on you a lot by the end of it.
Oh my God.
His
Yeah.
personality, he's so
And like
funny.
how much he likes Leah
Yeah.
and like is so open about it.
Me too,
I don't
yeah.
know. Something about a
And he still
man.
has bad guy.
Yes.
He's got the perfect combination of like bad
nice
guy.
little balance.
It's the perfect balance of like good and bad, and that's what girls need.
Yeah. And there's something that I just love. I love when a man, again, with balance,
With balance.
with balance, like likes to show off his woman.
Yes.
But-
He's got the perfect like way about him.
Yeah, but it can't be too in your face.
Yeah. And then it's like well, you're obsessed with me.
But wish I would have heard from him more.
Yeah, would have loved to hear.
The men really didn't talk.
The girls just kind of went crazy. Janae pulling out the script did send me when she's like, actually,
I was not expecting
it was
that.
given like who wrote the note.
Who wrote the note?
I liked it and I thought it was funny, but at the same time I also was like with Andrea when she was like, just keep your name out your mouth, or keep Leah's name out your
Yeah.
mouth. Ari, next question. It's like, well, Janae, you're not the host. Like
Right,
if I was
like-
Ariana, I'd be like, don't tell me next question, bitch. I run the show.
Right. Like, back off.
Yeah.
But the fact that she had that was like, okay, did producers put them up to that?
Mm-hmm.
Did they plan for, they obviously planned for it.
They had to, yeah. I know it was given a little like calculated. I think it would have I think that Leah and Janae would have gotten their points across better if they had been like, Andrea, we just don't really appreciate like the things you said outside
Yeah.
the villa. We understand that you went through a lot, and like we're not going to judge your
Communication.
behavior. But we don't jive. We're not going to be friends. We'd appreciate it if you don't talk about us
Yeah.
and live your own life.
And we move on from it. And
Daniela apologized to Kayla like a million times.
he admitted that he
On-
put his
in the
hand
reunion?
down. Yeah. And Kaylor's like,
Why didn't you just tell me that? And we were
why?
together?
Because he apparently like admitted stuff to her like 2 days prior to the reunion.
Okay.
And he was like, look, I'm just going to come clean. And she's like, why are you telling me this now in front of everyone?
It's not a good look, Aaron.
And I'm just like, and so basically Kaylor was like, I'm so done with you. I never want to talk to you again. They weren't together. They weren't together at the time of the reunion.
At the reunion, they were already broken up. Okay.
And she's like, I literally never want to speak to you again. Da-da-da-da. She was going off. She switched seats with Liv.
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody was like, we love this,
Oh,
Kaylor.
that's when Daya looks very stunning. Daya just wants to be relevant like so bad.
No, she was pretty.
She was
I
vocal.
was just like shocked, about who spoke up and who didn't.
She speaks up a lot on social media too, Daya.
You follow her?
No, but I see clips on TikTok.
Gotcha.
Connor still has crazy eyes. He didn't talk much. He had like a big part of the show. He like didn't say that.
They
Just
asked him
talked about his
0
friendships.
questions. Like,
And they only asked him about like his friendships with the guys. Like, what about his relationship with Jay, with Leah?
I just
Janae.
expected so much more.
Aaron is the worst. Like, I'm not going to disagree with that. But I just want to say this too about Aaron. Like, I did watch some clips of him on BFF's pod. I didn't listen to the whole episode, but Dave Portnoy was ragging on Aaron like so bad, like very cruel, very much like everything Aaron said. He was just like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would you do that?
No
That's
way.
stupid. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? And I realize I'm a very empathetic person. Like, I feel bad for people who don't deserve it a lot of times.
Yeah.
But I started to feel a little bit bad for Aaron because I'm like, okay, he was the worst and he is a liar.
Yeah,
but he's also a person. He also knew
I know.
Kaylor for a month. You know,
I know, we
have to
forget
look-
that.
We forget that. He knew Kaylor for a month. He was wrong. Like, why wouldn't you just come clean as soon as you guys leave the villa? Why didn't you come clean the day after Casa? That would have like changed everything.
Everything.
Why are you going to come clean on the sofa at the reunion about the hand in the pants? Like, all that, he is the worst.
Yeah.
And Kaylor's just like, why does Kaylor scream talk? She's like, I know, like, I should have to cover myself with Aaron. She just scream talks.
She does scream talk.
I just think I couldn't be around Kaylor too long, that's all.
No, and it's weird because at first I was like, I think I would really like Kaylor. I guess you just get to know people,
That's especially on Love Island.
especially on
She
Love
used to see
Island.
them, like, we were with him every single night.
I know, hanging
that.
out, but I don't know. I also like Aaron's TikTok like popped up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm in therapy, and
Yeah.
I'm back home
They're all in
disconnecting.
therapy.
They're all in therapy." I'm like,
my
why
God.
would anyone want to sign up for this? Because it seems miserable.
It really does. Rob made me laugh when everybody's ragging on Aaron and he like secretly says or quietly says like he's trying his best.
I know. I'm just like, oh,
Rob,
lovers.
Oh, this is what Serena said to Kayla. Queen girl, pussy boss.
I love that. I might get that tattooed on me
We should.
after I.
Right after the baby comes out.
Yeah, where
you're
are we
like,
getting it? Tramp stamp.
Perfect. That's like your award for
Yeah.
pushing out a baby.
I'm gonna get
Pussy
it.
boss.
Queen
After
girl,
you
pussy
have the
boss.
baby, I'm gonna text you that.
Queen girl, pussy
Good
boss.
job. See, did Leah really take a back seat? It was literally 13 minutes long. It was so boring. Such a waste of time.
Such a waste of time. I was like checking out. I'm like,
too.
okay, all this to prove what?
I was literally blacking out. I was like,
To prove what? Okay, they all voted, and in my opinion, they didn't even say anything bad.
I don't think
Rob
they-
didn't come up once.
neither really did Andrea. They didn't talk bad about anybody.
No.
They had a very difficult decision to make. I don't think Leah led the conversation. I don't necessarily think she took a back seat, but I don't
No,
think.
she didn't take a back seat, but she also like wasn't like, I want her out because I want Rob.
No, she wasn't. And I don't think that's necessarily what she meant when she told Rob. I think she did make a good point when she said, like, I didn't say I took a back seat. I said I was trying to take a back seat. So maybe in her mind, she was like, thinking the whole time, let me not say too much.
Yep.
Like, let me not say too much. And she really didn't say too much. Her eyes did get like a little wide when somebody would say something about Andrea. They'd be like, well, Andrea, she's like, yeah, and that's what I thought too. But for the most part, I don't think
It was such a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything from it. No one even said we got
No.
anything from it after. They was like, oh, okay. It was just dumb.
Yeah, like the cast didn't even comment on it really. Yeah.
So that is, I think, like the official conclusion of Love Island USA. We will be back, of course, next season.
Yes. Oh,
We
you
will
bet your
be
bottom
back.
dollar. But did you see who won? No. UK?
Yes, I saw who won. Yes, and I like
I'm
them.
okay with that.
Did you see? This is spoiler if you haven't finished, but I'm sure it's so out there. The winners, Nicole's face after when she's like doing the interview and she's like clearly like pissed that she didn't win. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
She's like, I'm really happy for them.
Karen.
Yeah, she's literally like Karen.
Karen, yeah.
They deserve it. Who's Emma?
So great for them.
This is literally the face. She's shaking. Like she's pissed.
Well,
she's mad. Middle of the Night was such a great book. We're doing a
was.
podcast episode on it too.
Yes.
So we'll save our thoughts. But like, I'm ready for something else to be like obsessed with.
Yes, like I'm ready to just like can't stop texting you about the book.
Yeah.
Can't stop talking about the book with whoever is reading with us. I've got the itch.
I have the itch too. I think this is going to be that book for us.
Yes. So that book is We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kuhler.
How do you spell it?
Kliewer.
Keeler.
Kuhler. Okay, we'll figure that out. But anywho, Get Out meets Parasite in this eerily haunting debut in Reddit hit, and soon to be a Netflix. Netflix original movie starring Blake Lively. We need to look into that.
Yeah. Is that legit?
It's on Goodreads.
Okay.
So it has to be.
Okay. So which makes me more excited about the book because like we get to compare it to a movie.
It's always so much fun to do that.
Yeah,
too.
it is.
So this is about two homeowners whose lives are turned upside down when the house's previous residents unexpectedly visit. As a young queer couple who flip houses, Charlie and Eve can't believe the killer deal they've just gotten on an old house in a picturesque neighborhood. As they're working in the house one day, there's a knock on the door. A man stands there with his family, claiming to have lived there years before and asking if it would be all right if he showed his kids around. People pleaser to a fault, Eve lets them in. As soon as the strangers enter their home, uncanny and inexplicable things start happening, including the family's youngest child going missing and a ghostly presence materializing in the basement. This sounds so good.
Sounds really
oh my
good.
gosh. Even more weird, the family can't seem to take the hint that their visit should be over.
I'm stoked to read
Okay.
this. It's going to be exactly what we're looking for because we've been saying, or no, I've been saying, I want to read something more horror-like or like more
Yes.
scary.
I need more scary.
A little bit more like thrilling jump scare almost. Like,
Yes.
not like demonic scary. That's not what I'm looking for.
No, not right.
Looking
Not in
for-
the cards right now.
No, I'm looking for like,
This is it.
this is it. I was trying to think of a movie to compare it to, but I
Get
really don't
Out
know.
meets
Meets
Parasite.
I love both of those movies, by the way. I think this is going to be it. I'm very, very excited. Plus, of course, my nanny suggested it and was like, this book I can't put down.
Yeah.
And we know we have the same taste. So
I'm excited.
I'm excited. So you guys should start reading that. We will be back very soon for a weekly report and then
Yes.
book club episode.
Weekly report, book club episode. We have a lot of good episodes coming out soon, so
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Go. If you came to the event, go look at the pictures.
Yeah. And if you didn't, still go look at those pictures because
It was a great time.
it was a good time and you could see kind of like what we're working with.
Yes, and we'll be doing another one soon.
Yeah.
Love you guys so much.
Love
Thank you for
you.
listening. Follow us for those updates at Open Books Podcast on Instagram. I find that's where we're the most active. If you have any other suggestions, though, like of a good, scary thriller book that's not demonic or sad, send it our way.
Send it our way, please.
All right. Love y'all. Bye.